Witcher CEO and the CEO of CD Projekt Red, Michael Nowakowski, got absolutely torched by gamers for hiring woke activists as he denies the company works with Sweet Baby Inc. Roll this up over at fandompulse.com. Head on over, become a paid subscriber. It costs less than a Starbucks coffee a month, and we are fully reader supported, so you get quality articles like this every single day. Again, it just costs $5 a month, less than a Starbucks coffee. So this all started when Michael Nowakowski decided to post on X at the end of last week. He wrote this: The Witcher 3 turns 10 this May. Around 100 of its developers are working with us to this day on our new projects, including The Witcher 4. Some are actually veterans from The Witcher 2 and The Witcher 1, including my esteemed co-CEO Adam Badowski, who has been with the series since its inception back in 2002. One person replied saying this: I love how they keep pushing the word that they still have staff who worked on the previous Witcher titles, like we don't know they lost the prime meat from the bone. They also don't want to openly tell you about those Sweet Baby Inc. employees working for them now. And Nowakowski responded saying, we are not working and never worked with Sweet Baby, never even heard of them until recently, to be honest. Also, we have not lost prime meat, as you put it. However, as previously detailed by YouTuber Legacy Killa HD, CD Projekt Red has lost a lot of its top talent, including at least 11 directors and department leads who exited the company by 2021 following the release of Cyberpunk 2077. The talent included studio head and executive producer John Mamace, The Witcher 3 game director Konrad Tomaskowicz. I'm going to butcher all of these names because they're Polish. The Witcher 3 quest director Mateusz Tomaskowicz, cinematic director Paweł Swieczniewski, head of production Peter Krzywonusiek, principal engine programmer Balas Torek, lead animator Jamie Burry, creative director Sebastian Stepien, senior producer Dominika Goncirowska, engine director Tomasz Janarski, and art director Katarzyna Radesiuk. But I know I pronounced some of those names wrong. I apologize for that. So that's a lot. And they're directors, they're leads, etc. That's a lot of top talent that left the company. Like, let's be honest. Furthermore, while Nowakowski claims his company is not working with Sweet Baby Inc., it did hire one of the biggest Sweet Baby Inc. defenders in Mary Kenny after she worked with Sweet Baby Inc. during her time at Insomniac on Marvel's Spider-Man 2. And I want to be clear here, she is not a Sweet Baby Inc. employee. As far as I know, she never was a Sweet Baby Inc. employee, but she worked with Sweet Baby Inc. while she was part of the narrative team at Insomniac working on Marvel's Spider-Man 2. We know that Kim Belair and her team over at Sweet Baby Inc. did indeed work with Insomniac on Marvel's Spider-Man 2. And Mary Kenny has like an entire thread defending Sweet Baby Inc. that she posted back in March when it was discovered how Sweet Baby Inc. was pushing the woke agenda onto all of these games that they were working on. Kenny is also on record telling DualShockers that every lever must be pulled to promote the disordered LGBTQ plus agenda. She actually gave this interview before she was hired by CD Projekt Red. This is what she said: there are so many LGBTQ developers, and we want what players want, to design experiences that tell the player we're here, we're important, and we belong. So it's very clear that this disordered lifestyle should never be promoted as something that is good, which she clearly is trying to do. It should not be accepted. It should not be tolerated. Nevertheless, she says, in order to obtain this, we need to pull every lever we have: characters, community support, mechanics to make it so. So she wants to inject the disordered, evil LGBTQ plus agenda into everything that she works on. And she wants to make it seem like it is something that is good when it is obviously not. And they hired her after she made this statement, spoke with DualShockers in this interview. They hired her to work on their games. And it looks like she's working on the follow-up to Cyberpunk 2077. The company also hired Kyan Marr to be its franchise and lore designer. He's actually working on The Witcher 4, and that was after he made it clear in 2020 he wanted to punch gamers. So I've covered this before in a previous video, but you can see here over on X, January 18, 2020, he's responding to this guy, Ty Gallas-Rowe, who said, in 2020, I want muscle so I can effectively punch gamers, and also so I can carry cute people and dogs of any size easily. Marr says, I didn't realize until this tweet, but this is now also what I want. And then this woman, Christina, says, you want to punch gamers or you want CG to punch you? which I assume is like his girlfriend or a friend or something. And Mar says, me and Caitlin will punch gamers together. So making it very clear he wants to punch gamers. There is an entire article that I've done previously. I've done another video on this guy about how he has significant disdain for gamers and is a massive, massive woke activist, also former games journalist. Surprise, surprise. CD Projekt Red also has its own diversity and inclusion policy, which is publicly posted on its website. You can see here, it says diversity and inclusion. Our purpose is to create revolutionary role-playing games with memorable stories that inspire gamers. We can only deliver on these goals and promises with an amazing, passionate team whose talents and professional skills reflect the breadth of experience in the world. A diverse and inclusive work environment boosts creativity and innovation, which is exactly what we need in order to push the limits of technology and storytelling. This is not true. There's plenty of research now showing that the original research done on this was fake. They made it up to get people to buy into it, and it was totally and utterly fake. They also have an entire video that's on their YouTube channel indicating how they are slaves to ESG. So this is all, they might not be working with Sweet Baby Inc., but they do everything that Sweet Baby Inc. does, right? Injecting wokeness into video games, even from an institutional level, which they're clearly doing by hiring people like Mary Kinney, people like Kai and Mar that are going to be pushing their own personal agendas into the games that they are working on. That's exactly what Sweet Baby Inc. is all about, and that's what CD Projekt Red is clearly doing now. So given all this information, gamers absolutely torched Nowakowski. In the replies, YouTuber Yellow Flash said, "Why does your lore designer hate and want to punch gamers? You don't work with Sweet Baby, but you sure do hire some questionable people." We got this guy, Cryptek, excuse me. He says, never even heard of them until recently, to be honest. Nobody buys this. Stop insulting people with that kind of statement. You have literally a fully disclosed DEI company, and you explicitly have people who are fans of Sweet Baby Inc. Chris here says, I honestly don't believe you. I'm a nobody, and I heard of Sweet Baby Inc. at least a year ago. There's no way you haven't heard of them. You literally hired a Sweet Baby Inc. defender to push agendas. You could change the course immediately and regain your glory. Don't focus on social politics, please. Paulo Rant says, LOL, we boast about how woke and focused on DEI we are, but we aren't working with Sweet Baby Inc., so don't worry. The studio thinks you are retarded. Vote with your wallets. We've got a bunch here as well. Dan Cotter says your whole company went woke. Sweet Baby Inc. would do nothing but preach to the choir there. Anyways, Bandar Hub says when you say that you're focusing on what it was like to be a woman in the olden era, you don't have to be part of DEI to know what type of game you are making. This guy here, I assume they're French, Le Rappel du Gamer. I mean, you literally have in your financial report everything linked to DEI agenda, so even if you don't work with them, you're already in it. And then Rook 10 says, Infernal DEI confirmed, go broke time. So, I mean, there's plenty of other responses to this. There's obviously, if you want to go to the thread, you can see a ton of others. But gamers aren't buying what Michal Nowakowski here is selling. And I do want to bring this up as well. If we hop over here to the credits for the original Witcher game, you can see the game vision was done by Michael Kaczynski. So maybe that is who Nowakowski is referring to when he says that the person behind the original Witcher game is still with the company. Because if we go over here to mobygames.com, you can indeed see that he was on The Witcher here back in 2007 for Game Vision, Witcher Enhanced Edition, Game Vision 2008, Witcher Enhanced Edition Platinum, obviously there as well. And then he obviously worked on The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. Of note, he did not work on The Witcher 3. It does say he worked on Cyberpunk 2077, but that was on facial appearances. And it does look like he's doing his own thing, too, with Shardpunk, Verminfall, and this Biota game that he worked on there, where he's the co-founder. So it's unclear exactly kind of how much he's actually working on this game, if this is the guy who is who Michal Nowakowski is referring to as the person who had the original kind of vision, the story director, I guess is what he is the title he was using for The Witcher 1. It's unclear if that is the case, but it does look like if he is working on it, his role is seemingly significantly reduced. I mean, because you can see here with The Witcher 2, I mean, they're calling him a marketing guru, whereas Witcher 1, he had the game vision. So, and then Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, he's just doing facial appearances. So unclear exactly what his role is moving forward, and kind of, I guess, brings into question what Michael Nowakowski is trying to sell you, right? So sure, the guy might be around, but what exactly is he doing? Is he just there as kind of a figurehead so he can make comments like this, or is he actually contributing to the story? Everything we've seen, that doesn't seem to be the case. They kind of put the story guys out there already. It is Philip Weber. It is the lore franchise and lore guy, Kyan Mar. It is the game director. Oh, I'm going to blank on his name, like Sebastian something is his name. Those are the people that they seemingly are putting behind The Witcher 4, not this person who he doesn't even name, right? He doesn't even name who the guy is that he's talking about in some of his other posts here, where he's talking about how they have these people from The Witcher 1. So just wanted to bring that up as well to close this video out. So let me know what you guys make of Michael Nowakowski's comments here, denying that his company is working with Sweet Baby Inc., but getting roasted for seemingly misleading gamers, obviously noting that a lot of their leads and directors have left, and that they do have the Sweet Baby Inc. agenda already institutionalized within their company, whether or not they're working with Sweet Baby Inc. Let me know what you guys make of this in the comments below. Remember to always be charitable, especially to each other, and to always, always speak the truth.